Good day, duelists of diabolical demons. I'm Unsilent, and we're on the air with more Star Trek 25th Anniversary. I'm not sure if I'm, doing Bill Shatner or Alec Baldwin's Donald Trump right now, to be perfectly honest. Hi, folks, I'm Unsilent, and it's more Star Trek 25th Anniversary, the enhanced CD-ROM edition, via GOG, and run through DOSBox, and, so that's why... That's why all the sound balancing is completely off, because it's an old game from 1992. It doesn't have things like options in it. Although I think we have a save feature in it if I push... apparently I don't have a save feature in it. I have to just keep going. Oh, good. Oh, good. All right. Well, yes, it is Star Trek 25th Anniversary. In the last episode, we found some berries and saved Brother Chubb here from... I forget what stupid space-age 23rd century condition he had, besides having a broken arm and a broken skull and a broken neck from the looks of it. So let us talk to Brother Chubb. He had a bad run-in with some of the demons here on Pollux 5.
I headed up the party that sought to rescue Brother Kandri. Without warning, the demons appeared and attacked us as we approached the mine.
Can you tell us what they looked like?
Like the demons that have plagued devout folk since before our people left the earth. Huge, muscular demons with ruddy skin, truly the manifestation of evil, with bat wings, horns and talons and a pointed tail. God preserve us all. One tore open my arm and I surely would have perished, but for my companions who bore me back down the mountain.
The demons didn't follow you?
No.
That stuttering is a little annoying. I'm going to try and clean it up as much as I can in editing. But that's probably something I'm going to want to try and clean up before the next episode. It's just that stuttering is a kind of difficult to deal with. But I think, like I said in the last episode, I think it has something to do with GOG's default settings for DOSBox. I don't think it plays too well when you've got a computer that's, running more than just one thing at one thing at the same time. It's got this plus all the background Windows 10 processes. Jesus Christ, Windows 10. Windows 10 is so awesome that I've kept this from installing the anniversary update on my gaming desktop here, because it's just like an absolute... It just tanks the performance of my computer when the anniversary update's installed. Anyway, you, brother, what's your face?
Brother Kandre is my partner. I was on the communications link when the demons caused the rockfall and silenced him. He said he'd found a strange door with devilish writing. Truly, he came upon the gate of hell itself.
Partner as in romantic? No, they wouldn't do that in 1992. I can't see a Star Trek game, saying partner in a romantic sense in 1992. It would just been way too taboo. I mean, hell, BioWare gets shit that's being, it's SJW. BioWare with the various homosexual, heterosexual relationships and characters in its games, and it's 2017. This is 25 years before. That must mean work partner or something like that.
I am Brother Griznash. I went up the mountainside in solitary prayer, seeking to face my fears. Indeed, I found them. A bellowing Krognik demon with sharp teeth and a long snout descended upon me in a rush of wind.
Captain, a Krognik demon has a decidedly wolfish appearance. Brother Griznash, is this not the traditional shape of the Evil One and his minions among Tellarites?
It is.
I believe this may be significant, Captain.
So we saw Klingons that weren't actually Klingons. The Tellarite saw... I'm assuming he's a Tellarite.
The Tellarite appears completely at home surrounded by humans, but the wrinkling on his brow indicates a great deal of worry.
So the Tellarite saw a wolf-like creature. The human saw saw things that looked like, classic demons in pop culture. So everyone's seeing what they are afraid of the most, perhaps? I'm trying to think. This does sound like another Star Trek story. I just don't know which one off the top of my head, but it does sound very familiar to other Star Trek stories, like something Q would do or something, you know? I mean, we wouldn't be dealing. I mean, Q would have 92, and they developed it in 91. Well, Q would have come out right with and his powers were revealed really early on in Star Trek Next Generation, so around 87, 88, 89. Yeah. So maybe they would integrate Q into this, possibly. I don't know for sure, but we'll find out as we go along. Bones, is this man completely insane?
The alien's life sign seems stress elevated. Otherwise, he appears fundamentally healthy.
That's very good. How about Brother Chubb?
This man has recently suffered a nasty but non-life-threatening wound. The damage has been adequately cared for. The man's vital effects are attributable to shock and stress.
Very good. And what about Brother Stephen?
The man is suffering moderately from the effects of his age, but seems healthy, alert, and in fine spirits.
Very good. All right, Bones, what do you think? How are things going so far?
You know, Jim, they can take a captain out of a starship and a science officer out of his lab, but you can never retire a doctor.
Not the good ones, that's for sure.
My mom wanted me to become a doctor. Honest. But I hated my biology classes.
So did I, but I became one anyway.
That is not logical, Doctor.
Neither was some of my professors.
Oh, Bones. That concerns me slightly that you're not that good at biology. But I suppose now that we've cleared the demon threat, we can head our way up to Mount Idyll. Past the bodies of the Klingons. And into the cave. I like the classic musical cues. Just kind of dressed up for the classics here.
Captain, there are several weak points in the cave-in's structure. Careful use of our phasers from the top down should be able to clear it. Captain, there are several weak points in the
point taken, Spock. Alright. Phasers. Can we clear this one first?
Firing positions.
Because that one looks like it's painted in different than the rest, so. I was going to say, that seemed like a trap. Assume firing positions. By the way, I'm the only one doing any firing.
No apparent effect.
What about over here?
Don't you remember the Prime Directive, Captain?
I'm not trying to shoot him, Spock. But fine. Bones. Bones, this man looks like he's... Oh, is he the guy that got trapped by the cave-in? Bones.
This man is badly hurt and suffering from shock and exposure as well.
Alright, Bones, use your med kit on him.
It was a near thing, but he'll live.
Aren't we good? Always just in the nick of time. Alright, who are you?
Oh, thank you, kind souls, for saving my life. Let me rest here for a little before returning to report this miracle to Prelate Angiven.
Yes, he seems to have disappeared. How convenient. Prelate Angiven comes and gets us down here. We run into some Klingons, and Prelate Angiven is nowhere to be found. How interesting, don't you think? Alright, Bones, talk to me.
The next time you need medical help on a snowball...
Bones.
I'll probably end up coming along.
Oh, Bones. He is one of my favorite characters. Probably my favorite character in the rebooted Star Trek. Carl Urban does a fantastic job of channeling DeForest Kelley. Everyone has their own little spin on the characters, and then you've got Carl Urban, who basically just tries to channel DeForest Kelley and does a very good job of it too, I might add. A little excitable at times, but other than that, he does a good job. And I think he really, really does enjoy being... I think he does enjoy a lot of the sci-fi stuff he does because he wants to go back to Dread. And I think he loves being Dr. McCoy, as you can tell from... I saw him at a convention in 2013, Fan Expo in Toronto. And he did this... I went and saw the, early preview of what was the Fox series he did, Almost Human? And he hadn't appeared at the convention all day. He had some travel troubles, air quotes. Anybody that saw him the next day was not convinced that it was travel troubles. That was why he didn't show up on the Saturday. But he showed up Saturday evening to do the Almost Human premiere or preview or whatever it's called. And he shows up on stage and, "Hi, how's it going?" And then the first thing he says after saying, "Hi, how's everyone doing?" He goes, "Hi, how's everyone doing? Are you out of your Vulcan mind?" Just out of nowhere, I'm just gonna drop one of my lines out of Star Trek. It was great. I think he really does enjoy. I think he really does enjoy Star Trek and being Dr. McCoy.
Some of the hand security panels on the Enterprise.
So it's so this thing here, this is a handprint thing. Spock, what can you tell me?
It appears to be a security lock designed to open the door when the correct handprint is registered.
Oh, well. I know just the thing. Use the handprint here.
The fit is perfect, but something seems to be shorting out.
I was thinking, oh crap, when that raced, I was thinking, oh good, we tripped a security device. Fantastic. Alright, Spock, what can you tell me now?
Nothing to report.
This hand was taken from the Klingon outside the cave.
I recommend as thorough an analysis of this area as possible.
Astute Spock, Bones? Yes, we already did this conversation. Everts?
No sign of demons, Klingons, or other hostiles, Captain. I promise, I'll let you know the instant something appears.
Don't be too anxious, Ensign. We may want to talk with them.
The redshirt wants to shoot first before he gets shot himself. I'm thinking we have to do something with the, I'm thinking we might have to do something with that hand. In order to... Because the hand is how we get in, right? That's obvious. Brother, what's your face?
I never dreamed that Starfleet would be interested in my discoveries, Captain. But our God often surprises us.
He surprises us both, Brother Stephen. By the way, your name is spelled terribly. Let's see. Spock. This was the general purpose table.
Mr. Spock, see what you can do about that hand.
This machinery is delicate, but I have managed to repair the circuitry.
Very good, Mr. Spock. Would you say that I can give you a hand? High five! Hang on, high five. Oh, no, it disappeared. I was gonna say high five, but the best I could do is, high five. Boop. 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 Alright, I'm just gonna go now. Thanks. I'm just gonna go. Go back up the mountain. And oh, actually, why don't we talk to, Brother What's-His-Face? We found your buddy. Go drag him back. Hey, Brother What's-Your-Face?
Brother Kandre was...
Oh. I found him. He's at Mount... whatever the hell it's called. Idyll Mountain. I knew it was something... I don't want to say generic, but... it's spelled funny. But at least it's not spelled funny in the... Actually, there's a lot of stuff in Star Trek that is kind of spelled funny, like, what's the... I always thought the Klingon homeworld was like Kronos or something like that, but it's like Quonos with, like, Q-U-O-N-O-S or something ridiculous like that. That's the thing, it's like... It's easy to get kind of turned off by sci-fi when they try to make it, like, needlessly complicated. Alright, now let's try scanning it.
The hand's circuitry triggers a connection and the door opens.
Well, show, don't tell. Was it a holographic door this whole time? Alright, Spock, I assume you're not even going to BR scanning that. Yeah, you aren't. Alright, onwards and offwards, gentlemen. The game's afoot. Oh, crap. Okay, never mind. It was that same musical cue that we got for the Klingons, but, I guess that we don't have to worry about any Klingons. The Spock...
It is an alien life support system, Captain, utilizing geothermal energy. It is still functioning, waiting for some sort of signal. This control panel is a manual override for the alien life support equipment. It is an alien life support...
Okay, so that seems important. Spock, what do you make of this?
Logically, the machinery is sustaining some type of life in suspended animation. If we can reactivate the machines, then we may be able to meet its creators.
Really, Spock, you could just look at it, so it looks like a life support machine, therefore it's keeping people in suspended animation. That's a bit of a logical leap, Mr. Spock. Bones, what do you think about people in suspended animation?
Who or what constructed all this?
And Everts, who cares?
I'm just a security officer, sir.
And somehow you're still alive. I have failed miserably in this mission, ladies and gentlemen. I have not gotten a redshirt killed unless the aliens coming out of suspended animation are hostile. So, I believe this is...
Many alien machines fill the room. You fail to obtain anything.
Let's see.
You get no response.
Talk to the machine. If I walk over to the machine? Managed to use the inventory. What if I use that with...
Nothing happens.
There's nothing at the moment for me to do there.
There we go. Use Kirk with switches. Great. All right. So, that's the go button there. So I have to set this up in such a way... This has got to be a clue. And this has got to be what I've got to set it as. It's just a matter of... And the worst part is you got this shadow here. So is it supposed to be full or is it supposed to be... That's not half. Well, I mean, that's half. But I mean, it's not half. But I mean, like, that's halfway, but it's not halfway. Like, that's halfway. And, like, am I supposed to leave it, like, based on what's illuminated? So, like, that? Or is it what's... So why if that's halfway? Like, why wouldn't it be... And this control panel is kind of weird, right?
Nothing happens.
So it's not based on... What if it's based on the shadow part? So set this to half. And set this to half. And instead of setting it to 5/6, let's set it to 1/6. Yeah, like that.
Nothing happens.
Oh, that's disappointing. What if I was right the first time, and we set it to the middle positions, so that you got them at halves, and this one, like, here?
Nothing happens.
One-sixth, right? Like that.
Nothing happens.
We already did that one once, though, didn't we? Maybe, no. We did it, it was half-half, and then that light was like at 5/6, right? Mr. Spock, you solved the puzzle. Oh, they're gonna have me do it anyway. Damn it. Everts, just shoot it. Okay, what if I'm thinking about it the wrong way? It's this. Ignore this. No, ignore this, rather. Because it's actually trying to cast a shadow, right? And then we want this at 5/6 illumination, like this. And GG.
Nothing happens.
Damn it. Good work, Spock. Bones, you do it. All right. Let's assume that it's set correctly there, and that this is supposed to be like halfway there, like that light's halfway. We set it at the full. We set it 5-3 or 6-3-5 last time, right? So let's do 6-3-1. No, because we want it to be 0 because. Oh no, it doesn't go to 0. So there goes my idea of doing it based on the shade. But if you can't turn all the lights out, oh boy, this is weird.
2 hours later.
Oh my god, it worked! Oh god.
Thank you for repairing our somnambutron.
Stop. You're trespassing on Federation territory.
Oh, right, we still have choices to make. Jeez, sorry, I was there for a while.
I welcome you on behalf of the United Federation of Planets. Who are you? Where do you come from? We did fix your machine. Can we write the repair bill off against rent on this land?
Spoken like a true Ferengi.
Stop.
Let's go choice 2.
On behalf of the United Federation of Planets, who are you? Where do you come from?
We call ourselves Nowians. Thousands of years ago, we saw that meteor impacts were going to cause an ice age. We created this huge underground shelter to preserve our race, keeping us in suspended animation until the planet had recovered. We programmed the machinery to revive us at the next eclipse, but we did not count on the destruction of our moon.
Some advanced civilization.
Well, I can't disagree with that too much, seeing as we're headed for that eventually ourselves, so.
Perhaps you can tell us about the demons. Some advanced civilization.
Well, I guess in order to avoid direct confrontation with somebody with, claws, he looks like he could F us up pretty hard. I mean, look, he looks like a mantis, right? So, he looks like he just, claw our eyes out, be done with us fast. So, yeah, let's be polite to the Nowian.
The demons, as you call them, are created by a machine designed to keep intruders away from our sleep chambers. It pulls from the minds of any approaching creature their most feared enemy and produces replicas to scare them away. For you and your crew, it was Klingons. For the Tellarite, a wolf demon, and for the other humans, a demon from their religion. On behalf of my people, thank you for waking us. I will turn off the machinery which creates our guardians, so that they no longer bedevil those with whom we now share our home. Whoa, alas! He is missing. I can do nothing. Even we will suffer the attacks of our own guardians unless the key can be found. I implore you. If you can help, please do so.
Oh god, now what? Jesus. You guys are all hopeless. I don't know, I guess it's not that way. Okay, so it's back whence we came that we have to find these things. Just great. Out of the way, Everts. So, is there anything in the lab? Oh, this crap over here.
Glass-fronted display of mineral specimens, including a meteorite, a few fossil shells, the skull of a cat-sized alien animal, and a very encrusted twist of metal.
A twist of metal, that sounds... let's see, grab.
The glass case. You get no response.
course I'm not gonna...
A glass-fronted display of mineral specimens.
Yes, we said that. Brother, what's your face?
I never dreamed that stop. I never dreamed.
Okay, hang on a second.
The glass case is locked.
Okay, well, very well then.
Jim, that would destroy the glass case.
That's the idea.
Jim, that would destroy the...
Alright,
You are interested in my little museum of curiosities?
Yes, well,
looks like a pile of junk if you ask me.
No?
Yes, tell us about these things. Where did you find all this? Looks like a pile of junk. Where did you find all this?
Here and there. Much of it was brought to me by others exploring widely.
Looks like a pile of junk if you ask me. Yes, tell us. Looks like.
Tell me about these things.
I enjoy talking about these treasures. Shall I go into mineral specimens?
No.
Meteorite?
No.
Fossil shell?
No.
Skull of a small alien animal?
Actually, yes.
The skull of a modern Silati, the largest creature native to this planet, about the size of a house cat from Earth. The Salatis combine a rather insectoid pattern with four-legged reptilian form, including praying mantis-like forelimbs. Shall I go in...
Praying mantis-like forelimbs? Well, that sounds like someone we know.
Or would you rather move on to twist of metal?
I want to know about the twist of metal.
This chunk of rock is a greatly weathered example of a vanadium tungsten alloy, which doesn't occur naturally. It is my best evidence that the area was previously inhabited. Shall I go into minerals?
No, I don't care about the rest. Let's move on.
Move on to very well. I can't imagine why, but if you have a further interest in any of this, take what you like. But please remember to return my treasures when you're done with them.
Yes. What do we need? I don't know. Well, that's obviously the not house cat skull. This might be the twist of metal? Yeah, you know what, screw it. We'll take it all. Bye, Brother Stephen. You've been a lot of help. Bye. Learn how to spell your name properly. Let's go. Let's go, Jimbo. I half expect to come back, walk back and forth, and all of a sudden the Klingons are back up, ready to shoot us all. Because they're Klingons and they're evil like that.
Jim, think about that skull we picked up from Brother Stephen. Now look at this alien. See the resemblance?
So what you're saying is I should probably give him the skull bones? There are so many puns in that just one sentence that I don't even intend.
No, I see many differences. This must be what our people who did not slumber have become. Still, I would like to see these remains properly interred, according to the precepts of our religion. May I keep this?
Of course. I think you will get along well with the Pollux inhabitants, and I'm sure you will have interesting theological discussions.
Well, maybe not.
I think I should return it to where I got it from. No, I want to keep it as a memento for myself.
Well, I don't know if Kirk is really too interested in keeping any mementos other than women, so...
Of course. I think you will get along well with the Pollux inhabitants, and I'm sure you will have interesting theological discussions.
Actually, he usually doesn't. It's just one and done with most of them. Anyway, yes, let's go with this choice. Okay, very good. Now, hang on. Let's no, did it in... Can we look at... What's this one?
An old corroded twist of metal.
So that's the twist of metal. So we want to give the twist of metal to this cat here.
You found the key. I can now turn off the machinery creating our guardians, and no more sentience shall be at risk. Surely the Holy One smiles upon us all. I have no way to thank you, Captain. But please carry this request from my people to yours. We have much ancient knowledge we can share, and we would like to join your federation. Go in peace.
I will be glad to accept your application to the Federation. We shall have a diplomatic envoy sent to make the final arrangements.
We look forward to meeting them. We also look forward to having discourse with the colonists. Farewell. May the Holy One bless you.
Live long and prosper.
You've just learned about this.
Beam us up, Mr. Scott.
You've just learned about this Federation, and you've just decided to, hey, now we're going to join them. Also, that's the wrong beaming effect. They used a gold beaming effect in the original series, as opposed to that blue-gray staticky.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems at Pollux 5 and evaluate your performance at 100%. You and your crew received 4 commendation points.
Well, that's pretty good.
A perfect mission, Jim. You are a model for all Starfleet.
Well,
I might have known there weren't any demons.
We all have demons of our own, Bones. The ones we can't confront are often the hardest to deal with.
These demons were based on fear, Captain. A human failing.
I don't know, Spock. Everything that I've ever read about demons describes them as having 20 ears.
that sounds like the perfect ending to a Star Trek episode if I ever heard one. And the game immediately kicks me into the next episode, so we'll just cut it off here on this makeshift title screen. So thanks very much for joining me as we continue our journey through old games, this time with Star Trek 25th Anniversary, which we are playing on its 25th anniversary, which came out on the 26th anniversary of Star Trek. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you're new, share on social media, follow on social media. The social media handle is Unsilent on Air. That's for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr. And until the next time, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, and live long and prosper.